here. I think we're ready to go. Alright, one more thing here. And there. That's everything. Put our chat here. Connecting. Alright. Hopefully my chat actually works through my phone today. If not, I will make adjustments as needed. But hello. Welcome to the first of Valkyria Chronicles. I love the gunshot when you do that. It's pretty neat. So, I think I've got all my settings set up. I actually did that a little bit earlier in a test stream because I noticed that some of my streams, my voice has been kind of low. And, the music and sound effects have been kind of high. But anyway, we're going to start up a brand new game. Now, I'm going to let most of the voiceover work do the talking for me, because I know there is quite a good bit of it.
The year was 1935 EC. Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, ragnite, for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on. The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche. Prologue. Gallia to arms.
Welcome to Valkyria Chronicles. Now, this game is very, very special to me. And as you can see, even the menu itself to get to each mission is very unique. This is one of the most unique games I've played, I'd say. And I played it back on the PS3, back before it had trophies. And because of that, when I saw that it came to PS4 in a remastered version, which honestly it didn't even need remastering, it just probably is a direct port because the game was pretty as is. But when I saw it came to the PS4, I knew I had to get it because I knew I wanted to get the trophies. Like, because this game really left an impact on me. I think it's one of those games that you play it and it really touches you. It reminds you that people can make great games that are just like a book with its story and getting you engaged into them. You know, they're art pieces. And this game is, from the ground up, an art piece, in my opinion. The very system that you see them use, the visual engine for it, was actually designed from the ground up to make it look like a sketchbook. That's why you probably noticed in the prologue scene, everything kind of had those scratch marks like that. It's designed that way to look like a sketchbook. It's very cool art design for me. That with this cell shaded graphics, it's, you know, it's a very cool looking game. It's very unique, very pretty. Anyway, enough about me rambling on about this. I could go on about this game for God knows how long. Crap. Okay, so I am gonna save here. So as it seems, whenever I access to save, it's gonna do that where it like cuts to the blue pause thing. So just ignore that. It does that. I don't know why. It doesn't want to show my save data stuff. So, oh well. For now, we don't have anything else we can do except play the first chapter. Now, I'm gonna forewarn you, I'm not gonna be that great at this, probably, because it's been God knows how many years since I've played this game. And I remember quite vividly that while this is one of my favorite games of all time, it's also one of the hardest games I've beaten. And I've played a lot of games, especially games of this genre. So if it's one that I had a hard time beating back then, I'm probably going to be terrible at it now. But regardless of that, we're going to hop right into it, and we'll see how it goes. God, this game's pretty.
March 1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule.
You're going to have to excuse the rose-tinted glasses for this game with me, because I love this game. I truly do.
Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
Hey, there's homeboy.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Whoa. Already? Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
I also think it's a nice design decision that the game looks like a sketchbook and our main character loves to sketch. Just a nice touch like that.
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are?
The one with the gun. We're with the Bruletown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
Interesting way to meet our cute little heroine of the story. Moving on.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old General's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara. You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is. Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am, or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there! Come on!
Oh, dang, that dude got shot in the chest. Most in the back.
Damn it!
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
Alright. And here we go. Time for our first combat thing. And it's like, save, save, you're gonna need it. Nah, I don't need it. I'm pretty sure I would be deeply disappointed in myself if I screwed up the very first mission on this. It's pretty easy, to be honest. We've got to eliminate the Imperial scouts that are approaching Brule. We'll deploy from here and take out all 3 of them. Just cross the bridge and take them down as fast as you can. Our objective here is to eliminate all enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time, nice and easy. And our victory condition is all enemies are defeated, and our failure is Welkin dies, Alicia dies, or 20 turns pass.
Let's get started. Just stay calm and get it done.
Aye, aye, Captain. Let's do it. Now,
I see 3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp.
I like that answer. It has been a while.
Listen a second. There's something I should explain.
So, we'll see how much I remember of this game. When combat starts, you'll see a map of the area and your unit's positions. This is referred to as command mode. Here you'll select the unit you'd like to move based on their position respective to the enemy, then press the X button. Doing so uses up one of the command points displayed at the top of the screen that reflect your ability as a commander and represent the number of times you can give instructions to, i.e. control, your units per each player phase. In this battle, you have 3 CP, so you can issue instructions to your units up to 3 times. Let's try moving a unit now. Now, something neat about the CP system in this game is that basically, if you have one character that you really like and is really strong, you could actually give that character 3 separate commands. Like, it's it's a little broken, actually. Like, the later you get into the game, the easier it gets, as long as you have decent characters. I do remember that much.
Ready to go.
So we're going to move Welkin. AP, action points. You CP to select the unit in command mode and you'll be plunged into action mode. Here you can freely move the unit you selected around the field. Move around in action mode, the action points gauge at the bottom of the screen will gradually deplete. This represents that unit's mobility. Once it reaches 0, the unit will be unable to move any further. Keeping an eye on the unit's remaining AP while they are in motion is critical to keeping them safe. For now, use the left stick to move the unit near the sandbags. So basically, once you select a unit, you go into this mode instead of the map, where you have to run for cover, because people will shoot at you by attacking. Press the R1 button to enter target mode. There the unit will prepare to attack with their currently selected weapon. Use the left stick to move the crosshairs onto an enemy, or the L1 and R1 buttons to snap between targets. Enemies will not attack while you're in target mode, so take your time to aim well before pressing the X button to fire. Your shots will land somewhere within the circle surrounding the crosshairs, so it's best to center it on the entire target. Shots to the head or other weak points will result in greater damage. A unit can only attack from target mode up to once per action, so choose wisely before you open fire. If the target survives your attack, they may then launch a counterattack. A damaged unit may not have the HP to survive the enemy's counter, so be careful when planning your attack. So what we're gonna do is we's gonna shoot at this ball right here.
Now!
Get him, Welcome. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. Uh-oh. Ah! That hurt. About ending action. You got 0 remaining AP that has already formed an attack, and target mode is unable to act further. Press cancel to end their current action. This will return you to command mode, where you'll be able to select the next unit you wish to direct. You can press cancel on any unit's action, even if they have not attacked and still have AP. Ah! Dang it. How do I... I've already forgot. Oh, there we go. In current action. Circle. Okay. So, who's our other guy? He's just a town guard? Yeah. I was wondering, I was like, I don't remember any of the other characters being here. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Crouch. And pew pew. Got him. Okay. How many other guys are there? I can't remember how many other guys there are. Oh, there's that one. About using cover. When standing near sandbags, the command crouch will appear. Press the X button to take cover behind them. While hiding behind cover, units are harder to target, take less damage, and are immune to headshots and critical damage. Meanwhile, units caught out in the open by enemy attacks will be easier to hit and could take significantly more damage. Advance carefully, move from cover to cover, and always try to end your actions safely hidden from harm. Doing so should keep your troops alive long enough to secure victory for Gallia. Okay. Can you hide behind rocks too? I can't remember. I don't think I want to risk going any further with her, do I? Maybe I should have. Let's see, where'd she go from? She went from... Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I give her another point, she could probably make it. But do I want her to make it? That's the thing. Yeah.
Ready to go.
Actually, I don't think I want to risk her getting hurt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like Welkin over here and just take like a few pot shots at this guy.
Now.
Probably will miss, but it's fair enough. Now on the next turn, that guy will probably move up. about ending the phase. When your CP reaches 0, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. One player/enemy phase pair constitutes a single turn. The fewer turns you complete a mission in, the more cash and experience you'll receive at the end. But being too hasty can lead to unnecessary risks. Key is to find a challenging balance. And that's very true in this game. You're going to see a lot. I'm not going to take very many risks. Because, one thing I do remember about this game is that when I took risks, they almost never ended well for me. Oh yeah, another thing to mention, all your characters are on permanent overwatch. If they get into your range, they will shoot at them, as you just saw. When used well, even a limited pool of CP can take out a significant number of foes. The CP can be used on the same unit multiple times. For instance, a pool of 3 CP can be used to move one unit 3 times in a row. Perfect for cutting into enemy lines or hurrying past dangerous terrain. That said, people get tired. They'll start each consecutive action with fewer AP than the last. So keep that in mind. If you use the cancel button in your phase with CP still remaining, those CP will be carried over to the next turn. CP are a precious resource. How you choose to manage them will decide your fate. And that's also very true. Okay, so if I remember right, I think Alicia does more damage than Welkin. Or maybe she has better accuracy. I can't remember. She does have a grenade. Huh. How much damage does that do? Versus 250? Jesus. You know what? It didn't tell me to use it, but I kind of want to use it.
My turn, okay?
I kind of want to use it. Like, not gonna lie. Because look how close they are to each other. Screw it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, man, I gotta be so freaking close. Hope you like grenades, buddy.
Please hit.
Eh.
I don't see any more of them.
Yeah, no shit. You just blew them up. I don't see any more of them. Oh, except that one who's flying. That's... Oh, man. Holy shit. 2 turns, B rank. Yeah, I'm not gonna be the best in terms of ranks, but I don't really give a shit about that. I can worry about that later. Because, another thing to mention, there is actually New Game Plus in this too. And, once you get New Game Plus, you can actually go back and... I think you have to play through the game again, but then after you do it that time, you can basically replay any mission that you want. So, just something to look forward to. Gallia to Arms, a hilltop promise. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
There's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it.
seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
Welcome to Valkyria Chronicles. It's dark, it's gritty, but it also can be heartwarming at the same time.
Chapter 1. In Defense of Brule.
Alright. Chapter 1. In Defense of Brule. Home. Love the aesthetic.
Seeing that
of
old
this
mill
town.
spinning again really makes it feel like home sweet home.
I hear that. It really is one of the most beautiful things about this town. Well, citizens, our enemy can't be far behind. I thank you for your help. Goodbye, and take care.
I just realized, isn't that the same voice actress that does Sakura in like the English dub of Naruto?
How's the packing coming along, Ys?
Almost done. I only need to take the everyday basics.
Well, the Empire's got to be close by. Let's hit the road by sundown.
Martha, look! Welks is here!
Old Martha. I remember her.
Oh, welcome back, Welkies.
And that's why
You're
I
still
remember
calling me
her.
that? Martha, I'm 22 years old. And more important, you shouldn't be running around. Aren't you due any day now?
Ah, a light jog won't hurt the little spud. I should know. I've already had 4 of them.
Dang, Martha.
Hello there. Is Welkin in?
Oh, hello, Alicia. What brings you here?
I just wanted to apologize. For before. Here. This is for you.
Really? These are for me?
I work at the bakery. Well, I did until the war started anyway. It's where I live, too. That's preserved bread, so it's pretty hard. Heat it up before you eat it, all right? I baked it myself, so the flavor's guaranteed. Best you ever had.
Thanks. Do you want to come in?
we're gonna be meeting a very important squad member.
Arrested and shot at? You've had a busy day of it, haven't you, Welkies? And what a lovely lady you are for all that adventuring. Good job, Welkies.
What? Wait, no, it's not like that. Alicia just saved my skin, that's all.
He's right, we just met. I'm not his girlfriend, just his hero. Although I'm really hoping to be his friend.
That's
Oh,
cute.
well, I'm sure you will. Be good to my Welkies here, won't you?
Okay, seriously, Martha, enough with the Welkies already.
That's a lovely portrait. Is that General Gunther?
Yep. It was taken before I was born. But that's Dad.
That's Dad? You're a lucky guy. And who's that with him, there?
My father, Tamer. He was an engineer. The General's tank was his creation.
The Edelweiss.
Wait a minute. But I thought the General was your dad.
My birth parents died when I was a baby. The General was kind enough to take me in as his own after that.
Yeah. We're not related by blood, but she's definitely my little sister.
Sorry, was that question too personal?
No, I don't mind at all. I was blessed with two wonderful fathers.
Yeah, I guess you were, huh? Oh, is that really the time? I've got to get going.
Why don't you see her off, Welks? I can take care of the rest of this on my own.
All right, I will. I'll be right back.
See you later, Isara. Safe travels.
That's actually... I guess that's broken up into 3 parts. Interesting. The Windmill Tower.
Wow, look at this. Bruhl's really becoming a ghost town.
Did you
They've been
notice the
leaving for a
blue
while.
on the truck?
Just about everyone is evacuated by now. You can't blame them. Tensions are rising with the Empire. We'll survive. The Town Watch will guard and protect the home front. Everyone will come back someday. They'll come back when it's safe again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Welkin, I'm curious. Are you gonna join the army like your father?
I don't think that's for me. What I'd really like to do is be a teacher.
Huh. A teacher?
Yeah. Animals and insects, flowers and plants, they've always been my passion. I've learned a lot from nature. You see, my dad, he protected this country as a general, but it's just that I want to give back in my own way. My own way. You know what I mean?
I think I do. You're sure about it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's deep. In your own way.
Crawl.
What was that?
Trouble.
That sound.
Artillery. It's like one of those moments where you hear war, the war never changes.
I don't believe it. The mill.
Miss Melchior, the Imperials are attacking. There's a squad of them in town right now.
Get all the town watch together, now! We've got to fend them off.
They must be at Mill Plaza. I'll help.
Thanks, Welkin. Now move out. Stay low.
Alright. This one I am actually going to save. It's going to do that stupid pause thing. I hate that it does that. Okay, am I back? Yeah, I'm back. And it's saved. Cool. Alright, in defense of Brule. Defense of Brule. Also, before I start, what I was talking about with the truck. If you'll notice, all of the technology in this game is run off of that material that they spoke about at the start. The, I think it's called Ragnite. Yeah, even the trucks, like where the engine would be, you see like the glowing Ragnite. Just kind of watch for that in all of the vehicles and stuff that you see. You'll definitely see that they were very inventive with it.
I'll explain the mission.
Alright, here we go. The enemies invaded the Windmill Plaza and has taken almost the entire area over. We'll deploy from this position. Hide behind sandbags for cover as you advance toward the plaza. Our goal this time is to eliminate the enemy leader. I'm pretty sure they'll be there in the plaza area. Be careful, there may be enemy units hiding behind the buildings out there. Hidden enemies won't show up in the command mode view, so be careful as you make your advance. Now's when the game really begins. This is full-on fog of war, plan it out, be careful. And basically the victory and failure is almost the same as before, except this time our target is the enemy leader. If we can defeat him, it's instant victory, no matter how many other enemies are on the field. But our failure is still the same. Welkin and Alicia can't die, and we have to do it before 20 turns are up.
Okay, let's begin. It's up to us to defend Brule.
Alright, here we go.
Our target is the Imperials in Mill Plaza. Focus on taking down their captain. Breaking the chain of command should at least buy some time for the townspeople to get away.
All right, I got it. Let's all be careful out there.
Got a second? Listen close and I'll explain.
As you can see, Alicia tells you tips at the start. About damage. A set amount of damage a unit has sustained is healed in each turn. If a unit is taking heavy damage, don't push them. Stay back and heal up. Should enemy attacks drive a unit's HP to 0, their condition becomes critical. In this battle, you have no way of helping a unit in critical condition. Try to fight carefully so no one's HP reaches 0. Basically, don't do anything stupid. Play smart. Okay, we got 2 scouts right here. This is a building. Well, 3 buildings, actually. There's probably a guy set up back here. You know there's going to be guys behind these sandbags. And the leader's probably, like, right up there. Or he could be over here. Is that I think that's a sandbag right there. So I guess Welkin should move up to here. And then we'll move Alicia up to there. And we'll just attack. Ooh, I mean hit my mic. We'll just both attack him. So let's move Welkin up first.
Ready to go.
Alright, Welkin. Boop, 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 boop. Sight lines. When a unit sights an enemy in action mode, a sight line will appear over his or her head. That line connects the unit to the enemy, meaning that line points in the direction of the enemy's location. Use it as a guide when attacking or when trying to position your units in a spot where they'll be safe from enemy attacks. I should have done the other first, but about attacking enemies. I mean, you already told me all this. Crosshairs will turn red when a unit aiming at an enemy has a clear line of sight on their target. Use the guideline that extends from the gun. Oh boy, excuse me. Use the guideline that extends from the gun when firing your obstacles to see if they are blocking the shot. If that line is interrupted, that means the unit's attacks will be blocked. When the crosshairs are on the enemy, the attacking unit's weapon specifications appear at the top of the screen. Versus person shows damage against human targets. Versus armor shows damage against tanks and armor. The symbol will indicate the effectiveness against different types of targets. Circle will indicate the weapon is effective against that type of target. Triangle indicates the weapon can only give slight damage. X means the weapon is ineffective against that type of target. Area shows whether the attack will damage a broad area, and shots shows the number of rounds fired per each attack. To kill is the number of shots that need to connect in order to defeat the target. In this case, of the 5 rounds fired, 2 must hit to defeat this enemy unit. This number only takes shots that hit the center. Oh boy. That hit the center of the crosshairs into account. Misses or hits to other areas of the target are not taken into account to this number. This provides an estimate you can use when selecting a target and can use to line up headshots and critical attacks. Now remember, one really good thing to note is that, as you can see, I'm not getting fired at all when I'm in this mode, like I said before. So I can basically just aim my shot however I want. And I'm going to aim for his head, because as you can see it says 2 shots to kill if I hit him in the head. And voila, I hit him in the head.
Yes!
It was worth the risk. Oh boy. Oh boy. Actually, can you fire? No. I was thinking you might fire twice, but basically how that works is you just fire once and that's it. Okay, we're gonna move at least. Oh, you are not who I wanted to move up, but oh well. I guess you're gonna be helping the unnamed guy that I really didn't want getting any experience. I mean, bright side, he'll be another Overwatch guy, so can't complain about that.
Moving out.
As you can see, certain units also have special abilities. Like, I think one of hers actually is what you just saw there, where she'll, like, drop down to the ground entirely. So, like, guys will miss. Not entirely sure about that, but I think that's one of her abilities. I'd have to look and see. Characters get more abilities too. They have a lot of them. Like, there's a ridiculous amount of abilities in this game. As you can see, though, it is incredibly important to put your characters in really good positions. Because if you put them like this, it almost works like XCOM in a way, where if you've ever played that, you kind of want your enemies to come to you. Because as you can see, I'm just shooting at them without them even, being able to do anything. And that's exactly what I'm going to try to take advantage of here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move Alicia up to the sandbag here and fire on this guy and kill him. Then I'm going to move Welkin up to that sandbag as well and fire on that guy. Actually, You know what? Reverse that. I'm actually gonna do Welkin here, hit that guy, and then Alicia hit that guy, hit the other guy, because Alicia has a little bit more accuracy.
Here we go.
So, run, Welkin. I was hoping you could hit him. Yeah, got him. I was. Oof. Alright. And that. Good deal.
My turn, okay?
It's coming back to me now why I liked this game so much. Alright. I'm probably going to save a command point here, because what I can do is I can use 4 command points to move up both of them and fire twice from this position, or even maybe make a jump to the next position, because technically we don't need this guy. This guy's kind of pointless, although when something comes through here he'll probably still fire at it. I think his range is probably about to here, so even if that guy moves he could probably still shoot him. Yeah, we'll see. Screw it, we'll save it. We'll save the command point. It's basically going as a plan where they're moving up. See, he's gonna hide now, but the thing is he's gonna keep running around to attack, which is gonna give both Welkins and Alicia ample opportunities to shoot at him. Okay, now from this point I don't really see any enemies in my line of sight, except I know he's right there, which is being shown by the question mark. That was his last spotted location. I would even dare to say he's probably about here at this point. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna, after I move on his turn, he's gonna move that guy around and probably bring another guy from the back up to here. So I could play this crazy. Huh. I do have a plan, and it is going to involve this guy, because what I'm thinking is I play this safe and I put both of these guys up to the second sandbag here and bring him up to that sandbag, which would cost 3 command points, because I'm pretty sure he could reach that one and those two can reach that. We'll try Alicia. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, she can make
Enemy
it, no
unit
problem.
spotted.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Sucks to be you. Alright. Kind of move her a little bit over here, because I think there could be a guy behind there. Alright. We're going to play this safe. We're not going to be crazy.
Here we go.
You could play it crazy. You could run up to the next sandbag with both of them. But which would you rather do? Run into a place where you have no idea what's there, or maybe take it safe and let the idiots come to you? It's all about your playstyle in this game. Mine's more defensive, other people's more offensive. Do I want to... Yeah, we'll put him about there. That should be good enough. Alright. Now we'll see if they take the bait. Bad thing is they're saving up a lot of CP. That scares me.
My turn,
But
okay? Enemy sighted.
okay, there's a guy over there. Alright, we're gonna have to move up to here. Whoa. Does she have her... She does.
Now.
Screw that guy. I think that was their leader. I think we just won. Yep, that was their leader. As you can see, early game grenades are pretty overpowered.
What's that?
Sounds like a tank.
Remember what I said about the blue things? Yeah, there it is on the tanks. Which actually is interesting to me, because in actual tank warfare, you know, you always hear about aim for the back, or the underbelly with mines and things like that, or hit them direct on. So it's kind of neat seeing that sort of put a more literal spin on it. I totally forgot about the tank, to be fair. So, luckily he's attacking the watchman, so... Maybe he'll kill the watchman. Maybe putting the watchman there was actually a good idea.
Welkin, tank!
Yeah, no shit. I didn't realize that. I thought that the giant explosion, you know, was just you throwing another grenade.
That's not good. We're not equipped to take out a tank.
No, we're not.
I hate to say it, but we should probably pull out for now. Get off this road and into the alley to the east. It's too narrow for a tank to follow. And try to stay behind cover while moving. One blast from that turret and it's over.
So, oh god, Welkin has to reach that point. How? I actually don't remember this part. If this is a building, if some of these are buildings and it's blocking him, we could just run right down here, go around that. Problem is, I think this is an obstacle, and then we've got this building here. I think that's a building too. I do have a plan to get him there, but I don't know if I can do it in one turn, and I'd like to do it in one turn. The way I see it, you've got two options. You obviously can't go straight through the tank, so that's out of the question. That's your middle route. If you take the route to the east, you would go straight through two enemies. Scout and a scout. These two are inconsequential. You could let them shoot at you, but you're going to have to shoot through these two. Because these two are, as you can see, behind sandbags that you would have to go through. So, there's also the long route, which is the one I'm thinking, where you just go straight down here to the west, then go to the east, And there might be enough room to squeeze through there, but if you do that, you're then going to get fired on by probably these three. Maybe even, might be just those two. But the tank would no longer be an issue. But you're going to have to kill him and then go through like that. He's the main one you've got to kill because he's in your way. You know what?
Here we go.
YOLO. Let's do it. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, I mean, didn't even have to shoot.
Ready to go.
Cool. Keep running. Yeah, did it. Didn't even have to shoot anybody. That was simple enough.
Looks like we shook him. What are you doing from here?
If they're rolling in the tanks, there's not much the Town Watch can do. We'll try to buy time so everyone can get away. I'll dig in my heels at the main gate and do what I can to stall them.
Okay, I'll head back to my house and grab Isara and Martha, then come back.
Be careful out there, Welkin.
You're right. Not surprised, because I didn't really kill anybody else.
Chapter 2. Escape from Brule.
Alright. Escape from Brule. Rescue. Let's watch it. Don't have to fight
Isara,
yet.
Martha, please be okay.
Martha!
What's her problem? She pregnant or just fat?
What an asshole.
Cares? Not gonna make any difference when she's dead.
Stop this now!
See what she's wearing? Take a good look at that shawl. She's a Darkson.
Then that explains it. I thought this place stunk. Now I know it does. So, we got ourselves a fat one and a stinky one. PU. It's a regular pig farm in here.
I will thank you to watch your tongue in this house. You have to leave, now.
That's a big gun for such a little girl. Drop it.
Isara!
Huh? Hold it right there!
Shoot him. Shoot the guy. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Yeah. Good girl.
Darkson pig!
Good girl. Shoot him dead.
Isara, are you okay?
I'm okay thanks to you. But Martha, I think she's...
Martha!
This isn't good. She's gone into labor. Moving her would be dangerous.
Right. Well, we can't just leave her here. What are we gonna do? There are a lot of Imperials out there, Ys. It's only a matter of time before they take over the Mill Plaza.
Welks, listen. The barn out back.
What about it?
Our fathers have left us something. Something that might get us out of this mess.
Something very, very important. Remember how I said that there was a really important squad member we were about to meet? Well, we're about to meet him right now. He don't talk much, but I think you'll find he's very useful. Say hello to the Edelweiss.
Dad's tank. Whoa.
The Edelweiss
I can't believe it's
is
still here.
a really
And it's
cool
one of a
tank.
kind. Here it is, the Edelweiss. Tamer built it especially for General Gunther.
Yeah, and it worked great, too. So it's just been parked here in the barn?
I wanted to make sure it would still operate, you know, in case of emergencies. I enrolled in a maintenance class given by the military. I wanted to be able to do what my father could do.
Well, that's great. But that's only a class, Isara.
It really didn't need much. Hardly any alterations at all. I just fitted it with a new turbine engine. It really improves on the power-to-weight ratio.
God, I miss this thing.
The Edelweiss is field-worthy. Its firepower and mobility are more than a match for recent models.
Well, assuming it does work. What's next?
All right. Welks, you took the armored vehicle course, didn't you?
Yeah. Back in high school. Once.
We'll bring Martha here. She'll be safe inside the tank, and we can move to a better location. Just leave the driving to me, okay? All you have to do is give the orders.
Welcome to one of the reasons I love this game so much. One of your squad members is a tank. A really cool tank. It can be used as cover, firepower, artillery,
ready to roll?
covering fire, you name it.
Engaging engine. The Edelweiss is ready for deployment.
Alicia could still be out there dodging bullets, buying time for people to evacuate. Here's the plan. We're gonna pick up Alicia and get out of town. All
Now
right,
the fun
Edelweiss,
begins.
move out!
This bad boy, we gonna blow up some bitches. It's gonna be great. Imperials better watch out. And now, time for a very fun battle. But first I'm gonna save. And of course it does that stupid pause screen with the blue. Okay. I think we're back now. Yep. Now, escape from Brule, retreat from Brule.
Here's the brief for this operation.
Basically, roll in, blow shit up. I can give you the brief of this one, because I remember this mission very well. The enemy is a squad centered around a single tank, currently advancing from the plaza onto the main road. We need to defend the gate on that road. If the enemy breaches it, the evacuating townspeople will be in danger. They'll probably head for the gate and try to destroy it. The tank will be with them. Our goal here is to take out that tank while keeping the gate standing. Without the help of your tank, it's next to impossible for us to destroy their tank. Until we can rendezvous, the Brule Town Watch will do everything we can to keep that gate in one piece. The Town Watch will need to hold off the enemy forces until you arrive with the tank. We'll need to use the sandbags around the starting point and gate for cover to hold back the Imperials' attack. So this one's a little different. You don't get the tank at the start, as it says, but you have to hold the gate and just basically wait for reinforcements. If we can destroy the tank, we automatically win, but it's really hard to do. You need explosives. And sadly, the only explosive we're rocking is a grenade, and I don't think that's going to do all that much against the tank. Brule's main gate is destroyed is the new failure condition. The other failure conditions are the same as before. Except with one minor difference. Welkin dying? You gotta be really bad at this game for that to happen now, because Welkin is secure inside of the Edelweiss. So, let's get it started.
Let's begin. We've got to stop them here. If this gate falls, there's going to be even more casualties among the townspeople. The Town Watch will defend this gate so as many people as possible can get away. Got a second? Listen close and I'll explain.
Sandbags and hand grenades. By moving behind sandbags and selecting crouch, a unit's defenses are maximized and extra damage for headshots is negated. When focusing on defense or ending one's turn, it's always best to hide this way. Contrarily, this means that enemies hiding behind cover are well protected and more difficult to defeat as well. This is why the hand grenade is used. Its explosive power can destroy sandbags. We saw that when we defeated the leader in the last one. Press the square button to cycle among your options to hand grenades. In this battle, Felicia possesses them. Grenades are limited in number, so use them wisely. Each player phase, units will recover one hand grenade. That little detail I don't remember. I didn't know they actually recover like that. That is very interesting. So as you can see, the light tank is going to be rolling up. And he's going to be rolling up hard. So essentially, this is going to be a very, very hard mission. This isn't going to be a cup of tea, I'll tell you that for free. This is going to be really bad. To be fair though, it doesn't really matter if these two die. It'll just give you a worse rating, which is going to give me a bad rating anyway. But you still don't want them. It'd still be better if you could somehow save them. I don't really remember how I did this. I think you can hide, like, on the corner of the sandbags. Which, I mean, would make sense, but I don't know for certain. I suppose I could test it out, and then if it doesn't work, I could fall back to maybe, like, here and just shoot up, or even come around and stay there and shoot up. I just would rather be back here because I know that he's going to roll up to about here and then shoot at either here or one of these two. But we'll see.
My turn,
Let's
okay?
see how far we can move. I also want to save some of our points. Aha, you can. Okay. I'm going to move up a little bit closer. How far can I throw this? Oh yeah, that's right, not far at all. God, I wish I could do more. Oh yeah, she's got Ragnade. I forgot about that. Sadly, I don't think I could hit that. Almost seems kind of pointless for me to shoot from that point. Let me like... shoot from here, maybe? Hell, I'll even move up to the corner of this. I mean, maybe not. We don't want to be grouped. Don't want to be grouped too much, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, okay. Hit him a couple times. Just kind of showing, you know, I know you there, boy. Alright, what we're gonna do... You know, with these guys, I am actually gonna... Can they get up in a tower? Oh my god, they can. I actually didn't think that was the thing yet. Okay. So yeah, this is actually another little feature. And you'll be taking advantage of this a lot. Towers are actually really nice. They, you typically don't want to leave a guy up in them, but you can like have a sniper pop in and out of them constantly. I'm gonna leave him in it though, because he's gonna provide some good shots, and he might even draw the fire away from the other characters. So, you know, if he could be bait, I'm totally fine with that. I will accept him being bait. Alright, that's all we're going to do this round though. Main thing I wanted to do is make sure that everybody's crouched, because it's going to get real this turn. It's going to get real quick. Oh my god, I forgot that your own teammates can hit each other. So like Alicia's actually shooting him in the back. Oh, that sucks. Hey, that dude up in the tower doing work. Okay. Alright. Points well spent putting him up there. Ooh, he's got a machine gun. Little submachine gun. If he moves over there, I'm gonna probably... he's probably gonna die. No, he ain't either, because they're smart. They're using that tank for cover. That's actually one thing you're supposed to do with the Edelweiss, too. You can use the Edelweiss for cover, in a way. Start each player phase. Sometimes the unit that has suffered heavy damage needs help to arrive faster. They need Ragnade. Yet another product of Ragnade War. Ragnade combines healing and antibiotic properties into a single medical package. Select it with the square button, then press the R1 button and select the target. Place crosshairs on a nearby ally to heal them, or place them on no one to use this handy item to heal yourself. Now, I could use a lot of points, probably kill this guy, which I think I'm going to, because I think I'm going to use 2 points this round, because I think I want to heal this guy, and I want to move her to here, like right on the edge of that corner, and lava grenade at him.
Moving out.
Let's try it. Run, girl. Put it like right there.
Please hit.
I'm gonna have to use a little bit more than that.
Enemy sighted.
Then again, I suppose I don't have to, do I? Do I want to go over there? Yeah, I do. Sure do want to go over here. I'm gonna have to use some points to heal her too, it seems like. So I'm gonna use 3 this turn. I'm probably gonna just let him go though, because I think he'll die now from I think he'll die just from the Overwatch shots.
Moving out.
Okay. Alright. Enemy phase. Luckily, that guy's just gonna keep attacking the gate.
No! If this keeps up...
I know that sounds dumb since the gate's supposed to die, but doesn't, you know, if the gate does die, I mean, we're screwed, but If I remember right, that's what you want the tank to do. Because in that position, he doesn't hurt anybody else. Ooh, good headshot. The hell? How the hell did you make it through all of that?
Please hit.
There we go. He's dead now. There we go. That's what I was waiting to see. Welkin has arrived. Hope you boys are ready for this. Things are about to get a hell of a lot more interesting.
Entering combat.
Let's do it.
The tank should be able to breach that wall. It may provide us with a shortcut, Welks.
All right, let's give it a shot. Hang in there, Alicia.
Hold on, boys. Tanks possess firepower and endurance far beyond that of foot soldiers. They're able to deflect nearly all gunfire from enemy foot soldiers. This makes them a solid wall for your own ground units to hide behind. Unlike ground units, however, tanks do not recover a portion of their lost HP each turn. Tanks also consume 2 CP when selected in command mode. Relying too heavily on tanks in battle will quickly lead to a fatal shortage of CP. Additionally, tanks require AP to turn, so take care to plan ahead which direction you'd like to face at the turn's end. Alright, here we go.
Hostile sighted.
Yeah, hostile sighted.
It's a tank! It's a galleon tank!
That's right, boy. What up?
Alicia, I'm sorry we're late.
What up, it's that boy, Elderweiss.
Welkin, you have a tank?
Sure do.
We can talk later. Right now, we need to stop those soldiers.
Enemy tank sighted, Welks. Switching to anti-tank combat. Armor-piercing shells loaded.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's go take it down.
Way ahead of you. Let's do it. So the first thing we want to do, of course, let's do a mortar round. Anti-armor shells, explosive mortar rounds, and a mounted machine gun. Anti-armor shells are effective against enemies covered in hard armor, such as tanks. Explosive mortars will hit a broad area with a ragnite blast, ideal against ground units. Mortars travel along an arc, aim for the center of multiple foes for major results, but be aware that ammunition is limited. The machine gun is best suited to striking enemies that are too close for the mortar, and is used to intercept incoming enemies. Press the square button to switch between weapons to meet the needs of each situation. Well, obviously, there's a group of 3 idiots here, so let's test out the mortar, shall we?
Now!
Poof! Boom, 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 boom! Alright. About tanks' HP. Tanks have 2 separate HP totals. Body and tread. Attacks with the tank's body and main cannon will reduce the BHP, while blows to the treads reduce THP. If BHP reaches 0, the tank is destroyed. If THP reaches 0, AP is drastically cut. It is easier to deal damage to the treads than to the body, even with grenades. Halting a tank before taking it out at your leisure may be a strategy that's both safe and sensible. The glowing blue radiator plate at the tank's rear is its weak point, where even standard bullets can do reasonable damage. Which, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, we are taking a little bit of damage from that guy behind us. Like, we took Couple of HP points. Nothing major. Try to get behind enemy tanks for a chance to take them out while being careful not to expose your own rear to hostile fire. So what we're going to do is we're going to end turn.
Entering combat.
And we're going to use him again. Yeah, you can run over people, by the way. Neat little thing there that I neglected to mention. So what we're going to try to do is hit him right in the ass. I'm actually going to move even closer and run those two idiots over. Run them over again. Make it near impossible for me to miss. Seriously? You gotta be shitting me. That's such horseshit. I was aiming right at it. God, that's horseshit. Alright, whatever. Yeah, hit me,
Minor
boy.
damage sustained.
Hit me. Good thing is, there's not much they can do. Because if they run that way, they're gonna get shot. Run the other way, they're gonna get shot. See what I mean? There's nowhere to run. Oh yeah! I forget that some guys have that, where they can like go prone. I forgot about that. It's a neat little thing. I think it's just some people that have that. I don't think everybody does.
Entering combat.
Alrighty. Let's try this one again, except even closer range. Come on, dude. If I can't kill him now.
Now.
Okay. Thank you. I was about to say, like, that's just plain ridiculous.
Yes, we stopped it. Nice work, East.
Now I could have went and killed all the other guys too, but I don't want to take the chance of either the shock troopers moving up and blowing up the gate, or the tank turning around and blowing up the gate.
Woohoo! Now you're my hero, Welkin.
The Imperials are running off for now. Looks like we bought some time at least.
Welks, it's a boy. Martha had a boy.
She gave birth in Dad's tank?
Yes, and without complications. They're both perfectly healthy.
Good. That's fantastic. Now let's stay sharp as we head out of town.
That's a metal way to be born, by the way. How were you born? I was born in a tank in war. I was born in a tank in combat in war. Shit. That boy's gonna be a hard ass. Alright, so we got a B, so not too bad. You know, could have, like I said, could have had more if I killed more people, but I wasn't too keen on it. Escape from Brule, with home at our backs.
Two hours after the first shots were fired, Brule was under Imperial control. Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Brule would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
Alicia.
I thought I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this, seeing all those people killed, it's just not right. How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
We look at those birds and see how wild and free they are. But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
You think so?
I wish we could.
Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia?
Oh, he's adorable.
Just like you said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
That's your hometown, in
Someday,
ruins.
We'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
And I can tell you, audience, that
Chapter
we
3,
do, in fact,
Vassal
come back.
Urban Warfare.
It's gonna be a while, but we'll be back. We'll be back to Brule. It ain't gone forever. Vassal Urban Warfare summons.
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border. Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession.
Maximilian, by the way, is completely obsessed with creating bigger and stronger tanks.
Brule's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees.
Irene Goller on the Gallian front.
Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess.
God, it looks so cool, actually. Oh yeah,
Supporting
welcome to the
Gallia's
military
policy
barracks.
of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country. As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
That's what happens when you're that threat to having your, homeland invaded. Everything turns into a military state.
So these are my new digs. Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now. Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see.
I really like her gear. You'll notice something about her gear as well. It's actually a female character that doesn't have very stupid gear. To an extent. I think she still has a skirt. I can't remember.
Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually.
But it actually looks more like actual armor, because you can see like the plating on her shoulders there, for instance. I really like the design.
So, how about me? Do I look alright in this? Convincing?
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back, it's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Coleo what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Welkin's not too good with the ladies, obviously. He's kind of nerdy.
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle. King of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
That's exactly what it is.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking.
Busting my buns. Good pun there, Alicia. Good pun. I give it a 10 out of 10.
I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Okay. So as you can see, there's not going to be much combat for a little bit. Mostly because Welkin and Alicia are kind of getting to know, their squad and everything. Kind of see where they fit in.
Come in. Excuse me, ma'am. Galleon Militia Enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia Enlistee Alicia Malkiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am.
Enlistee Malkiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am.
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other?
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welkin was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying war, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today. But you still have time. Time for you to catch up. you'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randbreeze. They'll be your new home, so get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
Alright. Here we are. Now, this is one of the menus that I remember. So, yeah, welcome to one of the most important menus in the game. So here you'll do like the R&D facility, which is for your tank, if I remember right, mostly. It says develop new weaponry. Actually, I could be wrong about the tank. Let me check. I remember...
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for? Huh? Wait, I know that insignia. You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you?
That's right.
I knew it! Man, I've heard about you. That evacuation at Brule was just... wow!
We rolled in, blew them up, I know.
Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro.
I actually like Leon. He's pretty cool.
What's going on, Leon?
Oh yeah,
I can hear you from clear across the hangar.
Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man!
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Kreese Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt, but just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today?
I think you can do both tank stuff and squad stuff here.
We do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank.
I'm right. Thought it was.
Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs.
Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in anytime and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
So, the tank part, I'd say it's pretty important because you want your tank to be pretty heavily outfitted, especially as you get further into the game, because when the further you get into the game, the more enemy tanks you're going to come across. And enemy tanks, as you can kind of tell, are sort of like bosses in a way. They get even more like that the further you get into the game. Like, it gets, you get like named commanders and some very weird tanks too. Development work on tanks happens in the form of body enhancements, tread and weak point improvements, and attack support. Body enhancements mostly reinforce the gun barrel and body armor to improve its base stats. Tanks will automatically be given the best body type you have developed. You decide whether to favor attack or defense, and altering body types gives your tank a different outward appearance. Improvements to the treads and weak point and attack support can take the form of parts that can be added to tanks to enhance their abilities. Each part has a set size and blocks. You decide how to fill the 4x3 blocks, storage capacity, and negative wise. Pick the optional parts that best fit your own personal combat style. Now that's another thing. When you start getting parts, you have to actually put it on this grid here that I'm going to show you. See over there to the right, that is your grid. And as he said, it's 4x3. But it can, if I remember right, get bigger the more you upgrade your tank. So, very important thing there. It doesn't seem like I can do anything for the tank right now. Maybe I can under this. Yeah, go down to Edelweiss. Usually, how I played this before was I did focus a lot on the Edelweiss, and the reason why is, like I said before, it's very, very important. But I might not do that as much this time, thinking about it, because here's the thing, I really love snipers. That sounds stupid, but snipers are pretty important. Blast uniforms? Of course, it could also be useful to upgrade our uniforms too. I think this go around for playing this game, I'm going to focus a little bit more on the individual units rather than the Edelweiss, and I'll explain why right now. So the thing I didn't mention about this game, I mentioned that this game was hard, but I didn't really mention how hard exactly. I didn't say what makes it so annoying. Well, the reality is there's a certain point in this game that is like a brick wall. Like it's incredibly hard to deal with.
All set for you, bro. It's
like the problem with it is it's a mission where you can't use the Edelweiss. I do remember that vaguely. I'm pretty sure the Edelweiss isn't a part of it. But it does actually have something to do with anti-tank lances. So I might actually try to power up those guys early.
Here you go, bro. All done.
I'll tell you when we get to that particular mission. It probably won't even be tonight, honestly. It might be another night. But I want to say it's around chapter 5-ish? I can't remember. I would know the mission when I saw it. But let's just say I want to be ready for it. I want to be really ready for it. Because last time I played the game, I was not prepared for that mission at all. And if you look on like game FAQs and things like that, they talk about it all the time, about how it's like the worst mission in the game. It stops people from liking this game. It's so crap and all this. And I would actually agree with them. Because it's really bad. It's not good. It's a really bad mission. It's terrible. I might actually have enough to just upgrade everything here.
Here you.
I mean, I'm not running out of money yet. Okay. Tech support. Oh, here we go. If you look on this, this is actually an extra part I could give to the Edelweiss, and the reason I know that is because if you look down on where it says armament, accuracy, and block size is the size of the actual block that I could put in that space. This one is just one block, basically. It's a 1x1. Don't think I want that though. These don't have any block cost. That increases the range, which is really good. Armor, also good. Treads and radiator upgrades, things like that. Out of those, I wish I could afford both, but I don't regret spending money on troops. before I do anything
Wilson, was
else,
that
I
helpful?
will check, see if it
We're
costs
working here
money
around
or
the clock to make
anything else.
possible tomorrow what's out of reach today. Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
Okay. I just want to kind of see, because I can't remember if...
Welcome to your
Okay,
worst
no,
night.
this is all experience.
Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned.
I like the drill instructor.
I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars.
Now, if I remember right, how this game's experience points work is you invest them into specific roles. So every one of that particular role actually gets stronger. I don't know if that's entirely true. I'll have to check and see, but I think that's right.
You will train as a class.
Yep,
and level
I am
up
right.
by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it? When the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level.
Now that we know that, and we know one of the most important members of our squad to get past that terrible mission is the Lance user, I think we know who we need to level up.
You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now! All right. Now I'll show you lowlives how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go.
Okay.
Train all you want. I've got all day.
Oh yeah, I always forget about the engineer. The engineer, if I remember right, is the actual, it's a class that can repair the tank, I think. I think that's right. Don't quote me on that. I think that's right, though. That one, not going to be that important early on. This is, though. That's very important. The Lancer. As well as she's a scout. Yeah. I can't remember. The scout, as you can see, has a lot of AP. God, can I click on them? Okay. So here's what I was talking about. So even though you have, you know, your squad levels and everything like that, individual characters also have their own little quirks, I guess you could say. They're perks. Now, the bad thing about this is, as you can see the P and the B? I'm pretty sure that means that a character gets 4 positive things that give them, like, really good stats, and 4 negative. Their negative things might not be terrible, but they're not going to be great. I don't know if that's true about the B, but I do know they can get negative abilities, because I very much remember that. And it will kind of change the characters that you want. For now, the only thing I'm going to do is level up the Lancer for a little bit.
Bullet! No pain, no gain!
I'm also going to go to, not the training field, but...
Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human! Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Lancers.
Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. It's not bad things. These are just, I guess, trained perks? I don't know. I know there are some negatives on most every character, though. I don't think Alicia has any negatives, though, if I remember right. I think her deal is like she's such a good character that she doesn't have any negatives, period. And you'll know why later. She's so perfect. Why she is, I mean. I want to be very careful.
That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience. Oh, and there's one more thing to add. Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them. You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them. Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind. Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order.
Orders are very important.
Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic. A real golden oldie.
Now...
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail.
I'm gonna make a confession. One of the reasons the game was so incredibly difficult for me the first time I played it, I didn't use orders. Orders, once I actually realized how powerful they were, I was able to fly through the game like it was nothing. Like, I was literally able to just completely sail through the last few parts of the game just by using orders in very specific ways. So, the orders, you always want to use them. Do not neglect them. Realize that they are very important and they can really help you.
It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad. The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt. I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
I'm definitely going to try to make use of them too, but orders, I mean. So the command room. So here's one of the more important places.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome. This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad.
This is where I should have came
You'll have access
first.
to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works. This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear. First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards. That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out. Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up.
They're your hard hitters.
They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets. While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant. After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets.
I don't know if you realize that, but that was a reading error. I think I remember that too from even the old like PS3 one. She said we have Lancers then anti-tank units instead of Lancers the anti-tank units.
Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank. They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars. Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback.
An interesting thing about them is that, if used correctly, they could be incredibly powerful units. Because, I mean, you gotta think about, they're using explosives.
Changing gears, we have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support. They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site.
I knew that they could do the repair tanks part, but I forgot about the other.
They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it.
Wow.
Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators.
I might take like one of those.
Lastly, we have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance. You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see. Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight. Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for. That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
Now, you ready for the fun part? See this? Ooh boy. As you can see, you get a lot of people to choose between. A lot of them. And the thing is, they have certain things that actually make them all unique. As you can see, they all have different abilities. They all have different likes, and the likes thing wasn't actually explained, but how that works is, I believe it works kind of like Fire Emblem, if you've ever played that, where if you have a character on that list in your squad, like he likes Alex, which is this guy, if you have them two together on a squad, both Vise and Alex, they like each other, so what that means is they'll have better stats when they work together. So, when picking your units, you really want to take into consideration the likes thing and also the skills. Now, you probably noticed the only thing that's lacking in this game is the amount of snipers. There's a reason for that. The snipers are a bit OP. Like, really OP. And to be fair, I'm probably going to take both of them.
I'm Catherine O'Hara. I look forward to joining you all.
Yeah, you sound a bit Irish. I like it. And Oscar. I don't even care about their skills.
I'm Oscar Baylor. Thanks for taking me on board.
And the reason I say that is because snipers are so useful in this game. That's 100% of the reason why they only put 2 for you to choose between. Because they knew that if people had the opportunity, they'd just take all the snipers. Because, I mean, hell, I would. I 100% would. But I don't really remember. Cause see, like this guy in particular is really strong, cause he's got Imp Hater. Standing in a grassy field helps them relax. That's really nice. That enhances their defense in the grass. Ooh, he's actually got night vision too. I forgot about that. So he can, like, he has better accuracy at night. That's good. Now hers, I think she's got some downsides. Yeah. See, she, if she has less than half full HP, she sucks a lot. Having allies of the same unit class nearby puts them at ease, raising their natural evasion. That's pretty good, though. So what we're going to want to do is always keep Catherine and Oscar next to each other. She likes Kobe and Juno, so let's kind of have a look and see who these characters are. Kobe's a shock trooper. Juno is a scout who ironically likes Welkin. So she likes two characters that are in our squad. What's her thing? I don't like that. Having allies nearby sparks a sense of responsibility that leads to a natural boost in defensive ability. It's pretty good. Tight spaces like trenches create a suffocating feeling, leading to a drop in attack power. She sounds pretty worthless, gonna be honest. What about the other guy, Kobe? He just straight up has better accuracy when he's on dirt. He's not good when he crouches, though. He has that born leader perk. I don't like any of the people that Catherine likes. So let's check Oscar. He likes Hans, Jane, and Emil. Hans is a shock trooper. Ooh, he's got that imp hater one. I like that. Paved roads feel strange and cold, leading to discomfort and lower defense. So basically just don't put him on paved roads. I mean, that I could kind of handle because the imp hater's pretty good on him. And he was Hans. What's the others? Jane and Emil. That's Jan. Am I retarded? I guess it meant Jan, because I don't see Jane. Yeah, I guess it means that. So it has that steady drain of HP when standing near too much plant life. That's not good. Fancies men. Having men nearby makes them happy, leading to enhanced accuracy when firing. Yeah, that's alright. I think Niles was actually one of the characters that I chose back in the old days. He's got the City Kid, which means when he stands on paved roads, he gets more defense. He also has to be by himself, otherwise he has evasion. It lowers his evasion when he's near other people. But he also bent on protecting a camp by sheer force. So when he's protecting like a camp, which that is one of the victory things you can have sometimes, where you have to like capture camps, he becomes better at evading attacks when he's on that. So that's, yeah, I can kind of see why I chose him, I guess. I also don't think I took into account all the abilities before the last time I played this game, so this time I'm going to be a lot more careful because I know what I'm getting into, and I know that if I don't play it carefully, I don't see a meal. So yeah, I think you unlock, yeah, you unlock even more characters later, I think, but I don't think you unlock that many snipers. I think you maybe unlock like one or two. I know you unlock a couple more people though for different roles. Not really sure who. I'm gonna try to go through these and see if I can find the ones with like the best abilities. Oh, that's stupid. Well, I was gonna leave and go like level up, for instance, these a little bit more, but God, she's not good at all now that I think about it.
Hey, soldier! I'm Jan Walker. I'll fight with everything I've got.
Yeah. Ironic that they made a character like that really bad. That sucks.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you to death. You give me a call any old time, honey.
No. Not with a voice like that. No, thank you. Ooh. Ooh. I don't like the pollen allergy. But I like this. Crap. No, never mind, I don't. Alright. Ooh. That's interesting. They hate men, though. You gotta, like, really look at this stuff, because if you don't, you really end up in some trouble. I will tell you one thing. We don't want to be playing with anybody that has that desert allergy. Because I will give you a little bit of a spoiler. That mission that I'm really scared of does take place in a desert. Ooh. If I keep this guy next to the tank, which I intend to do anyway with my engineer, I like that actually. Right now he's looking like the one I want. Yeah, I want him. Right now he's got the best.
My name's Carl Lanzit, sir. It's a pleasure to join you.
I think he's probably the best engineer we can get. Kevin and Lynn, huh? Kevin. You're also a metalhead. You don't like trenches, though. I can see that becoming a problem. What's the other one? Lynn? Yeah, I don't think we have her yet. Oh well. So, who's some people that our squad likes? Of course, Welkin for her. Nos and Dallas. I don't like that. See, the problem is, like, with a scout having that, that's a terrible idea. Because look at their HP. Their HP is only 200. If they have any kind of drop in defense, that's just going to wind up getting them killed. Dallas. Oh, that's one of the... Oh, yeah. That's funny. Largo and Cherry. Rosie, Ted, and Ramona. She might be alright. Never mind. Those two together is pretty bad. What about him? Hans and John. John, whatever. Let's check Hans. Largo, Jane, and Oscar. I mean, to be fair, I was kind of thinking about him, so we'll take him.
Page Salinger, reporting for duty, sir.
Man, he sounds like a cold, hard killer. I like it. Man, this guy got an eye patch. Kind of want him just for that alone. Could also take his buddy. Didn't he have like a... Yeah, who's this guy? There's a lot of dirt. I don't care about that. Scout. That's really good. Take like Alex and Vise maybe? Why not?
The name's Vice Engelbard. Let's go kick this war in the teeth. Hi, I'm Alex Raymond. I look forward to serving with you, Welkin.
Yeah, buddy. We're getting the squad together. That's a metalhead. Remember, these that don't like anybody is also pretty good in their own right. Or they can be. Oh, this guy likes Alex, actually. But he has that. I don't like that. Kinda want that one. That's a pretty good one. Fancies both men and women. Alright. That actually would be a pretty good thing to have. Do we want to take Ted and Nancy? I'm feeling it. Desert bread. That's an interesting one. Proved evasion in the desert. That could be useful. We've got to think about her. But yeah, we're going to take Ted and Nancy.
Thank you. Hello. I'm Ted Ustinov, and I've got some great new material for you.
I'm Nancy DeFore. It's so good to meet you.
She's cute. What are we missing? Oh yeah, okay, we got one of these, which I think is all we need. We need some more Lancers. We need some good Lancers. He's a born leader and a city kid. He's pretty good. That one's bad. He's really good, actually. At least for what we're doing. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna take him. I don't know yet. Maybe. I don't know. He gets along with Largo, right? And what's the other guy? Walter? You know what?
The name's Walter Nash, buddy. Pleasure to be working with you.
I like his accent. Actually, John or Jane gets along with like both Largo and Walter, and their only negative is pollen, which I don't really care about. So why not? I'll probably take this one along.
Hi there.
too.
I'm Yoko Martins. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Okay. Okay, so we might want to get one more engineer. So, which one? Oh, God, he's terrible. Terrible. Fair, but what's the shut-in? Just can't put him in a camp. Which could be good, because if we have a camp defense thing, all we had to do is just not have them in it. Just have them go with the tank. So, yeah, that could work. I'll take you.
Hello, I'm Claudia Mann. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
Okay, I think we got enough engineers, and we got enough of our guys like these, because these three don't look all that great. I mean, him maybe? I think I actually, didn't I bring him before, too? I think I talked about that, yeah. Yeah, I'll take him again.
I'm Niels Darden.
Oh
I'll
yeah, I
see you on the
definitely took
field.
kill. Just because of the voice alone. That's Crispin, right? I like that guy. I don't think we need another scout. I think scouts... How many scouts do we have? 3? Yeah, that should be enough. Wouldn't hurt to have more, of these, Ooh, Lancer Killer. That's pretty good. Not good.
Salinas Milton, at your service.
I'll take him just because I like the Lancer Killer perk. That's pretty good.
I'm Wendy Cheslock. Kaboom.
Dang, I like her already. Kaboom. I like that. Let's look for more good characters here. I think we've picked out all the really good ones, though. No, Misty.
I'm Frasier York, handsome. I know you'll take real good care of me.
Ooh, giggity. I don't like the chatty Cathy thing. Yeah, that's not good. What's the claustrophobic perk?
I'm
Oh,
Hermes
okay.
Kissinger. With me here, your squad will get twice the girls.
That's good. I think that's everything, right? That's everybody.
Well, feel like you've struck a balance? Come back anytime you'd like to adjust your squad. As time passes, we'll have more recruits to choose from, so keep an eye on that list. Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they're all ready for combat. They'll be at the same level as the rest of the team you've taken into the field. You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience. Trust in your own judgment and pick a team you know you can work well with. That should be enough to get you started. You can figure out the rest as you go.
It's very important to try and get the best guys you can.
Squad leader's a lot of responsibility. Come to think of it, Faldio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too. I'd better get a move on.
Alright. Here's the equipment thing. For the most part, you don't really have to worry about this screen, oh wait. Here.
Welcome to your worst nightmare, maggots! Train all you want. I've got all day.
Okay. So the sniper I want to level up. The shock trooper could use it. And I might go ahead and go for level 3 Lancer.
Bite the bullet! No pain, no gain! Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the snipers.
Alright.
Come back anytime you're ready to sweat.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back and come in.
Whoa! Trip!
Never mind.
Come!
I think at some point it opens up a thing where you can talk to him to actually unlock even more orders, but I can't remember. Can you actually, no, you can't see their detail things yet. You'd have to go here. Oh, it's the snipers I wanted to look at. I can't see their thing. Oh, I think it's because... Oh, I get it. You know what? I totally get it now. The potential thing, the B stands for your battle training, I guess.
Come back anytime you need to change.
And the P's for personal. That makes sense.
Welkin, bro! I'm stoked you're here, man. What can I do you for?
Man, I miss that guy. He's cool. It's been a while since I've heard him. Alright, we're gonna do the reinforced barrel upgrade.
All set for you, bro. It's done.
The reason I want to do that is because 200 range is a lot of range early in the game. So, it'll be very useful.
Come back again soon, bro. I mean it, man.
Okay, let's go back to book mode. Because we've essentially done everything that we need to do. On the Galleon Militia's base, you can use the experience points and funds you've acquired in battle to train your troops to higher levels or develop new weaponry. Stopping by before combat or after an op, once you've acquired more resources, is a good idea. Open the menu with the triangle button and pick headquarters from the tab select menu to visit their base's facilities. As you progress through the game, new destinations around the base will become available to you as well. Can you actually, like, play operations again, even now? I guess you can. Huh. I never knew that. Or maybe I did. It seems like I do kind of like slightly remember a little bit of grinding. I don't know. Anyway, let me save. I hate that it does that. I really, really hate that it does that. But, you know, what can you do? The flare gun. Let's do it.
Welks! There you are. I've been looking for you.
Hey, Ace. How'd your enlistment go? No problems?
I registered as a tank pilot and mechanic. Maintaining and operating the Edelweiss will be my responsibility from now on.
I think it's nice that we'll all be on the same squad together.
I think so too.
So what are you up to now?
The tank's hangar space is just through here. I was just carrying some Ragnite fuel back. It's used to power the tank, and also for the turret-mounted cannon rounds.
I guess I'm just more used to seeing it in street lamps and medical compounds.
Seems like everything is Ragnite powered these days. That stuff is everywhere.
It's in literally everything. It's their source of power in this world.
Not enough of it for some people, though. It's the source of a lot of conflict.
Reminds you of another resource. Oil.
They say the Empire's invading only to get at all the Ragnite in Gallian soil.
Oh, that's right. I had something to give you, Welks.
What's this?
It's a flare gun.
Father's flare gun. It was in the barn, but I thought you might have some use for it.
Another hand-me-down.
I gave it a once-over. It might be old, but it's still serviceable.
I didn't mean... I just can't believe I'm a tank operator now. Thank you for this, Ace.
I'll do a spot check on the Edelweiss now, to make sure it's ready to go at any time.
All right, we'll get going for now then. See you later.
Oh, after I'm done with this stream tonight, I'm actually going to check to see if you can actually grind. Because if you can, I might, off camera later today, grind a little bit of these missions. Just to get more experience and money. Because anything to make the game a little bit easier, I'd greatly appreciate. So like I said, we are getting really close, I think, to the first like major wall in the game.
I'll cut to the chase. Here's your mission. The Great Vassal Bridge was just taken by the Empire. It's a key strategic position.
The Great Vassal Bridge?
It's a major drawbridge crossing the canal in Vassal, just outside the capital.
That bridge is a part of the central transit artery, leading into Randgrees. Our mission is to take it back.
Man, look at that bridge. Looks cool.
The Empire has been running a blitz, with their shock troops outrunning their defense. Our 3rd Regiment will retake the bridge before defensive reinforcements can arrive.
How quaint. The militia holding a little strategy meeting of its own.
Oh yeah, this guy.
How long were you planning on hiding out in here, Verrot?
My apologies, sir. We'll depart soon.
Whatever. They're just country mice. It's not like they'll be much help.
More help, perhaps, than your army unit that couldn't hold the bridge in the first place.
Woo! Good one, Barrett.
Hey!
Regardless, Vassal remains a critical position. We'll reclaim it immediately.
He's gonna need some Vaseline after that kind of burn.
Well, all good. See that you do.
Who was that?
General Damon, commander of the Central Forces.
Central Forces? That's the army branch the militia was folded into, right?
That's right. They say the general's an aristocrat. He looks down on the common militia.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Now that the war's begun, we all need to band together and fight to keep Gallia safe. Who cares at this point whether you're in the army or the militia? It's ridiculous.
Gentlemen, let's return to the mission. We'll begin by taking back the western bank to gain a foothold for reclaiming the bridge. Lieutenant Gunther, I'm assigning Squad 7 to this mission. It's your first maneuver, so be smart.
Yes, Captain.
Yes, ma'am.
The other squads are on patrol. Stay sharp and be ready to help take back the bridge.
Alright. Seems simple enough.
I'm counting on all of you out there. Now move out.
Skirmishes tab is now available. About skirmishes. Unlike those within the main storyline, the battles found under the Skirmishes tab can be played any number of times. That's what I was thinking of. Perfect for amassing experience and research fees. Try them if you're feeling underpowered. Press the triangle button, open the menu, then choose Skirmishes from the tab select menu and pick the battle you wish to fight. New skirmishes are added as you progress in the main plot, and the difficulty of each skirmish can be set freely. Just be careful. Though not a plot battle, soldiers lost during skirmishes can still die. A new skirmish battle has been added. Alright. I do want to play them off camera a bit, but I'm also kind of thinking I want to play them at least once on camera too, just to kind of show you what it is. So alright, we're back. I had to save there again, as you saw, and it of course does that stupid thing every time. This is one game I'm not gonna risk not saving in, I'll tell you that much for free. Skirmishes. Alright, so as you can see, how skirmishes work is they use the same maps as every map in the game that you've been through. So the outskirts of Brule is of course that encounter at Brule. But the difference is in Encounter at Brule, there were less enemies. Oh man, I want to do normal, but I can't remember if that increases the level or not. I just saved, so why not? We'll do a skirmish battle.
Here is a brief on the task at hand.
I want to show you what these are, so that you'll know what I'm doing off camera. And the reason I'm going to do them off camera is because I'm going to play them a lot. Essentially what I'm going to do is grind on these until I have like all the research and everything else that I need, which should make me like really overpowered for the game. So, as you can see, the things are a little bit different this time around though. Victory, the enemy base camp, is captured. Failure is Welcome dies, the enemy occupies Gallia base camp. All ally soldiers and reserves are killed, or 20 turns pass. So it's a little different. We gotta actually capture their base. But on top of that, we also get to choose the units that we use and how they're placed. Now, ordinarily, I can't remember how I played this at all. I did play these though back in the day. I do remember that much. I just don't remember how. So this is going to be a very, very interesting test here. And we'll take Carl and Coral. Take old Coral with us. Which of these is the best? See? Tank Killer. Take Largo. Let's take Alex and Bias, because why not? And the last character we'll take will be Alicia. Alright. Should be good enough to play.
Now, let's begin the operation. I'm confident victory is within reach.
The first few missions that you do are very difficult.
Let's drive these Imperials back out of Gallia! Squad 7, move out!
The good thing is, though, we have snipers now, as well as a tank. So, there's several ways that this could play out. That needs to go. It seems like he's the only threat, the Lancer. So, if we could kill
Leave the back up to me.
the Lancer.
Goodbye.
Well,
Keep that cover fire.
I'll do my best.
I know what I'm gonna do with them. Move him up to like here. Which one? That's the shock trooper. I really wish I could see that Lancer, but I don't think I can. However,
Stupid Imperials!
there we go. Nice.
Yes!
Good job, Oscar.
Just keep up this pace.
to be fair, I think we've got enough.
I'll do my best.
Like, of units just hanging out here that I could probably just stay here and let them come to me.
Stupid Imperials! Yes!
I mean, we're pretty strong.
Man down. Everybody be careful. The undercarriage is blown.
I'm gonna move back.
Don't give them a chance to attack.
Crouch like right here. Yeah. So I can only do 4. I don't want to move them. I wouldn't mind moving Alex and Vise up to maybe like that position so they'd have a little bit better. Yeah,
just leave it to me.
Yeah, that won't reach. Well.
Why you?
Good thing is, if he comes out, he's gonna be in for it. Which is kind of what I'm hoping.
Leave it all to me.
Yeah, I just realized it's probably not a good idea for them to be there.
On the move now. Makes me think of my brother.
Well, at least they were smart enough to move.
Roger.
Her again. Get her here. No, damn, I don't want. Shit. Oh well. So let's see how well these guys go up against us. So the point here is, I'm hoping anything that moves up is gonna get shot. Just completely mowed over.
Minor damage sustained.
I was hoping that guy would get shot actually, but he didn't. Great. This asshole's gonna stand right there. What an asshole. Okay, Vise is okay.
Dance, punk!
Ooh, he's very okay. Woo! Can't go so well for him. Alright. Who got hurt really bad? One of you did. Okay, Watt and our shock troopers, so that's good. Actually, our shock troopers could probably move up. I think it was our sniper that got hit. I can't tell because it won't let me zoom in. I thought there was a way to zoom in before, but I guess not. I can't tell who got hurt. Might have been Carl. In fact, I'm almost sure it was him. I might try to move him this time.
On the move now.
Yeah, we'll kill this guy first. Got him.
Yes!
Make sure he's dead.
Good work. Keep it up.
I'll do my
I'm
best.
actually gonna shoot from again. People over there. I can't see. Can get a clear shot on him, though, which I would like to do. Oh my god. That's lame. I totally forgot that that's a thing. Stupid ammo limits. Alright, well. You two have unlimited ammo. You got no ammo. You got 2. Screw it. Let's throw them up.
Just leave it to me.
Good.
Why you?
Screw you. He's almost dead. Oh,
I'm on my way
I
now.
got a bit of a plan.
Take this.
Dang, I shot him over. Oh, I thought he landed in the river. That would have been cool.
I did it.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Right. Alex did pretty good there. So now, put this guy right here.
I'll take care of it.
We'll move his buddy Vise up. No. Really? Not quite close enough. That sucks. Well,
Leave it back up to me. Don't you hate coming? I feel much calmer.
All units, watch your surroundings.
Goodbye.
Carl here.
I'll do my best.
Can't remember how you give people ammo.
The front lines made enemy
Guess you
contact.
do that.
Support them.
We're gonna stay kind
Try to act as soon as you spot a target.
Actually, no, we're getting the hell out of here. Cause
Provide the squad some cover fire.
I'd rather not get killed, so we're gonna put him here. All he is an ammo guy, so. Good job. You did it. Good job. You also did it. Great job. Do these guys have, they do. I thought they did. I thought I used one earlier. But, I think, aren't they like anti-explosive? I think. Aren't they? Yeah, blast suits. Might not would work too well against them.
On the
I'm gonna
move
try
now.
Oscar.
The front lines made enemy contact. Support them.
Firing capabilities lost.
Takes a lot to kill those guys, you can see.
Leave it all to me.
Ooh, he got him. Nice.
Good work. Keep it up.
That is really good, actually. Yeah. Tell you why that's so good, because all they've got left are scouts.
Entering combat.
That means...
Gotta love nature.
Hurry it up. They won't wait for us.
Here we go. Fire!
Just gonna
Enemy
completely
unit
steamroll.
neutralized.
That's basically the way to do it. You take out their anti-tank defenses and steamroll them. And what are they gonna do?
Entering combat. Now!
I think I can just kill him by running a move.
Getting pushed around here. Help me out.
There we go. He did. He's not dead? Oh my god. Lucky.
Entering combat.
I'm really surprised he's able to survive it. God, that would be scary.
Now!
See that turret turn around. Ooh, I even did the anti-armor
Man down.
by
Everybody be
accident.
careful.
Oh man, that's bad.
Penetrating enemy lines.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff you can do. I mean,
Now!
when you understand which units are your problems, it makes it really easy.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
I think that's
Please avoid
it.
any hasty decisions, soldiers.
Could be wrong, but I think that's it.
Here we go!
I think all I have to do is get over here, right? I don't remember. Yeah, they can't do anything. I wonder if you need like a
Entering combat.
little unit over here for this.
Gotta love
I
nature.
can't remember. Yeah, it looks like we need a.
Please help the advance unit.
We need a scout or something. So, even though she's far
My
away,
turn, okay?
she probably can make it. This is why you have
Try not
scouts,
to
because
take
of how
any
far
needless
they can
action.
move.
Don't let up on the offense.
Moving out.
Yep, here we go. Operation
Operation complete. We took their base.
As you can see, we got a little bit of experience and money. It's basically how that works. And I'm going to be doing that a lot off camera. I think I'm probably going to end it for now, because I do have some things I need to do. Made it through 3 chapters. That's not a lot, but you know, we'll get there in time. I definitely want to continue this series because this, like I said, is one of my favorite games, and I want to see if I can beat it better, if that makes sense. Like, because before I made it through it, but it was a real struggle. So if I could maybe beat it easier this time around, that would make me feel better about myself. Because like I said, I love this game. I think it's definitely up there in my top 5 best games. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time. Peace.